I did try that new Mexican restaurant in Clarinda.
Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah. When you go to that one place in Red Oak, that one Mexican place in Red Oak on the right by Taco Bell, you know, you get that triple fajita sizzling, ridiculously loud sizzling platter. For that price, it's $22, right? And if you go to the one over there, it's $15, and you get a little more.
Is it bacon wrapped shrimp?
Huh?
Is it bacon wrapped shrimp?
Bacon wrapped shrimp? Oh, I don't know about that.
I get on that one. It's Tres Amigos. It's steak, chicken, and then bacon wrapped shrimp.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't remember all that, but she got it and it was $15.
After this, we should go to one of those places. That sounds good.
Yeah.
But they had an all-you-can-eat challenge. Oh my god, dude! I'm not like when you open up the menu thing. It's on the second page. It takes up the whole menu.
Yeah.
It's just a picture of it. It's like all you can eat. Blah blah blah. If you don't finish it, you will have to pay. Like it's $32.
How do you finish all you can eat?
No, it's not all you can eat. You gotta eat the sandwich or whatever.
You eat everything. They're not going home after you're done.
Yeah, like we don't have no more food. You won.
I guess all you gotta do is eat the sandwich and the chips and sauce on the side.
What?
Yeah.
How big is the sandwich? That doesn't sound hard.
Is that the way you sent me?
Yeah. It's incredible. But yeah,
You just eat a sandwich.
you have to, I guess, on the little thing that I was reading, you have to call them a day ahead of time. And you had to have a spot. And,
yeah, but is it so it's like a cheeseburger at a Mexican restaurant, right?
It's not, it is a cheeseburger, but like, I don't know. I got pictures of it.
I'm just saying, like, for a Mexican restaurant to have a challenge, you think they'd have, like, you know...
I thought it'd be like nachos.
Yeah, or like 60 burritos or some shit. I was like...
That's just the sandwich part. When you go inside and look at the menu...
That doesn't look very big.
Yeah, they really don't. But also on the menu, it says there's chips, salsa, queso, and something else. You gotta finish all of it.
That looks like I could eat that.
My sandwich last night was pretty much that big.
Say that sandwich looks a lot smaller than the one. What was that place we went? Stella's?
Still, yeah.
That looks a lot smaller than that sandwich.
I would like to do that one, but I have to do something with the jalapenos.
Yeah.
I just don't like jalapenos.
I don't like the taste of them.
They can put
when you put them on stuff too, it gets the taste of the jalapeno on everything else.
If they could put like a different pepper on there, I'd be fine. But
you can put a hot pepper on there for all I care. I don't like the taste of jalapenos.
Yep. Same way I don't like them.
When that happens too, like when I'll be like with Jim or Zane, it'll be something with jalapenos. Like you want some, like no, I don't like jalapenos. Like, oh, you don't like it hot?
I know.
Like no, I like it. I like hot stuff. I don't like the taste of jalapenos. Hot things do have taste. It does taste like stuff.
Yeah,
so Zane will get like fucking hot sauce so hot to the point where it doesn't have a taste. Like, I'm not trying to eat that because I don't just want my mouth to burn. Like I'm not trying to get it. I'll eat hot stuff if it tastes good because it tastes good.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to eat a no-taste hot sauce so my mouth can burn.
Pizza used to do that with their wings. They had a hot one, and I tried it one time, and it wasn't bad, but they just like smothered it in sauce.
Yeah.
So like it's the I don't know, dirtiest thing you can eat. It's like it's just you make a big mess. You already make a mess when you're eating wings, regardless.
Yeah.
But it was like all over, like
sauce
dripping off, and then it wasn't even cooked with the sauce. Like they didn't put the sauce on and cook it, and then put more sauce on it.
Like they cooked
so
it,
that way, they just dump sauce on it. It's like, and then on top of that, if I remember right, I think it was kind of like cold.
Yeah.
Like you can tell like the sauce was cold. Like they just put it in there, then they cooled the wings down because I didn't care for it at all. The one at Buffalo Wild Wings now, I like that one. The hot, they're blazing or whatever. That was pretty good.
Their dry rub one, I don't think that's very good.
Yeah. I've only tried one thing of their dry rub. It wasn't. I think it was the Buffalo one.
But their dry rubs, I don't like their dry rubs.
Yeah. I guess Taco John's has got taco pizza now.
I wouldn't mind trying Taco John's and Taco Pizza.
Yeah.
I do like Taco John's.
Yeah. It'd probably be pretty good. Is it like a full, like an actual pizza, like a Pizza Hut? Pizza
I
Hut?
don't know.
That's what I would be interested in. If it's not, I probably wouldn't get it. If it's just one of those little ones
It's like
this.
one of those Mexican pizza things from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I don't really like those.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
The way Mom made it seem was like it was like an actual pizza. Because she was talking about they have the Mexican pizza.
It's the actual pizza. I'll try it.
Yeah, for sure.
It does sound good.
That sandwich from Hardee's the other day was pretty damn good.
I like their wraps.
That Philly thingy?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that Philly was good. Mine was just like it seemed like they were trying to toast the bun, but then they kind of burnt the outside and the bottom bun, so it was like hard. So when I bit into the outside, like I literally pulled the one out of my mouth and it was like still intact. Like, I didn't chew it in half or anything. Like
Mine wasn't like that.
Like once I got past all that, that was really fucking good.
Mine, I didn't even think they toasted the bun on mine.
And it goes, and what I mean, like it didn't seem like they toasted the bun, but it seemed like they tried to toast the bun. Either that or they just gave me some shitty ass bun and they didn't give a fuck.
Well, all my stuff is
So
pretty
it was already hard before they put everything on there.
I usually get the spicy wrap.
I love
Spicy
their
chicken.
hot ham cheese, the big hot ham cheese. I love that. I always try to get that one. You used to get the Frisco burger. That's always pretty good.
If they had some au jus sauce,
Oh,
that'd be good.
Hardee's has au jus sauce.
Au jus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask Hardee's for au
They
jus
do have
sauce.
one?
Yeah, they got those dip sandwiches there too.
I didn't know that. I didn't see it on the menu, or I would have got that. French dips are awesome.
It's a secret menu.
Well, it's right under the gyro things they have.
I'm sure you're
It's
not
like
thinking
right in the
Hardee's.
same.
I'm sure you're not thinking Hardee's.
No, I'm sure.
Arby's used to have a really good.
I could be thinking about Hardee's.
I think you
now
are
that I think
thinking
about it.
about
Now that I think about it, yeah, it is.
I didn't see any gyros on there.
Okay.
Arby's used to have a really good roast beef sub, and they took it away. This is back in the late '90s, early 2000s. And before, when I had my pigs out, I was thinking I was just having one hell of a fucking stomach ache, and so I got Mom. We were living in Diane's at the time. And I think she was still pregnant. Yeah, I think she was still pregnant with Brandon. We just had Anthony, and she drove to Arby's to get me. I got to eat. I gotta get something. So like, she drove to Arby's and got me that sub, and I just remember destroying that sub. And then next day I woke up and ended up having to go rush to the hospital and had emergency surgery and all that shit.
So why didn't you sue them?
So,
Could be like, oh, this was Arby's meat did this to me.
Because of my appendix, and I had to prove that that's what did it. And
You have a receipt, don't you? But this one sandwich
I
did
think
this to
it'd be
me.
a lot easier to sue them than you think.
Oh, yeah.
People do it all the time for nonsense.
yeah, now
And it works.
now they do. It wasn't common back then.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So,
Yeah, but someone,
I would
someone
have to
made
have-
it common. You
Yeah,
could have
but-
been that person.
but what if they would have? But if going through, then I would have had to prove. So what if the doctor says, "Oh no, it was his appendix, and he was going to bust whether he ate or not." Like,
But
like,
then what if you told the doctor? 25 to 75. 25 to 75. You know they want
And
money.
Doc's like, Arby's is going to give me 50 of what they were going to give you. But that's the last time I remember having that damn sub, and I was so pissed because I was like, I ate it so fast, I didn't even get to savor it. Like, they had their like sauce is almost like a ranch kind of, I don't know. It was just really fucking good. The whole sandwich, the bread, everything. I mean, it probably would have changed by now because it's like Subway. Subway's bread used to be really good. Then they had to come out with all this different type of bread, and they changed their style.
It's probably because a lot of that stuff wasn't safe.
Well, even that though,
Yeah,
when they
A lot
came
of stuff
out,
probably wasn't good for you. That's why it tasted so good. And then we got to this point where everybody's
Like
like,
what?
everyone needs to eat
like
good.
gluten and shit.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, but it was,
I'm not saying I
was
wouldn't
just
eat
bread,
the bad
though.
stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
Yeah, but
it was
people
just
do a lot
bread,
of that. Like, there's less gluten in the bread now, and because they're doing all that. You know, after Michelle Obama did that kids thing, Everybody started doing
Well,
healthy.
first of all, Michelle
all the
Obama is a
kids.
man.
Yeah. It's
We
Michael,
all know that.
It's Michael Obama.
Michael
But
Obama.
it was the point too that now they all got shitty food. It's like all they did was make it so the food was shitty.
I know, it was terrible.
Dude,
Because
Subway had the best bread ever, dude. I swear
Oh, yeah.
to God.
they kept doing that to the school lunches.
And the way they
The
cut
school
it.
lunches changed 3 times while I was going to school.
Well, that's
It
different.
sucked.
School lunches, though, because
No, because the school lunches, the first time.
Well, no, but
right
how much you
before it
paying
got
for school
changed-
lunches though? $3.25, $3.75.
I got free school lunch, but the first
know, but when
time
you actually had to pay.
we got it before it changed the first time.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing. The pizza was great. It was the actual square pizzas. It wasn't the fucking whatever the hell it is, whatever the fuck they changed it to, where it like looked like an actual pizza slice. The square pizzas were way better.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Way
I
better.
agree with
Those
that,
were
but
amazing.
But also,
and
those
then the
school lunches are
breadsticks,
cheap.
it wasn't that big
Yeah.
big one anymore. That looked actually like a breadstick. It was like some like I don't know, some like flatbread cheese
Where you
stick.
going?
Hey, yes. Oh, there you yes.
But then they changed it back for a little bit, and then changed it back to the fucking healthy stuff.
Oh.
That sucked. Especially the milks, because the milks kept changing.
Oh yeah, milks was $1.50 at the end of my school year. Extra chocolate milk, $1.50. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, you can get a half a gallon back then for that price. Well, no, not probably. I don't know, but
Well, yeah, you can probably get a half gallon for that price, because you can almost get a half gallon for that price now.
oh yeah, that's true, huh? The gallon's $5.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking shit was ridiculous, dude. But I mean, I remember the pasta bar. It just had like meat, cheese, and much pasta. You put it on your plate and shit. And after a while, they only gave you like half scoop meat, half scoop cheese.
We never got.
Yeah, pasta bar at school?
When I was in high school, yeah. You guys didn't have a pasta bar?
No.
Weird.
At Bryan, they had a sandwich bar, but if you got the sandwich bar, you could only have the sandwich. You couldn't get the hot lunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
of
we had it
course.
where you can get like the sandwich, but we
You
didn't
could
have
only make one sandwich. And it was
You
like a
went
little hoagie.
and got the sandwich, and that was all you could have. But
What do you guys want this pizza?
how is it?
It's the breakfast one.
Oh, sausage?
Yeah. Not really look that good. So once I had it.
You hold that bottom first.
I should have got a
Well,
donut.
You know what?
Got a donut. That's what I should have.
Now, speaking of healthy,
I don't mind getting sandwiches and shit from like the quick shops. They're usually a letdown for how much shit costs. Like I don't mind dogs. So they, jalapeno dog 2 for $4. That's not bad. But the sandwiches like $5 a piece, and the motherfucker feel heavy and look heavy, smell good. Usually that bread's the hardest to fuck. So.
Oh, mine was pretty good. I think they just made this stuff. Just looking at the pizza, I didn't feel like breakfast pizza.
first time I ever had any breakfast, it was out at Casey's. I don't know who else made breakfast pizza, but
Casey's pizza is not as good. Everybody makes it.
ours it's pretty good out here if Chad's making it. We'll be fucked up if we find out later, like the reason why everybody likes Chad making their food is because he's putting meth in everything. He's putting little sprinkles of meth.
They're all gonna love this. I want like Domino's.
fuck Domino's, dude.
I want
Really?
a different. Yeah, because it's different.
I guess that's different. I just can't do Domino's. Papa John's, they suck worse than anything, dude.
Papa John's pretty good.
Man, no way.
I think Domino's is overrated.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pizza Hut ain't too bad, but
I'm not saying Domino's is my favorite place. It's just a different place that I threw out.
yeah.
I'd be fine with Godfather's.
Oh, Godfather's top of the line. I've always liked Godfather.
I'd be fine with Godfather's too. Just like something other than Casey's Pizza.
Yeah.
I'd take a Little Caesars.
Dude, they had this one thing when I was in Georgia. It was called the fourth quarter calzone at Little Caesars. $5, dude. Large pizza, but they like pinched the sides together. Like they're like this and gave you sauce. Like there was a different sauce for each side.
They still have it.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, that shit's
Pretty
fire.
sure they still have that.
That shit's fire. The grease pretty much drips all over. It's crazy.
I got the one, the stuffed crust ones. Where it was like little stuffed crust pull off.
Oh yeah, the little bites things. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Like that stuffed crust. That's usually the only reason I got Pizza Hut is because stuffed crust. I like stuffed crust. Get a cheese stick with my pizza.
Just tried to trash that, dude.
Huh?
Just tried to trash that.
I didn't understand.
I'll do that all the time. I'll clean it out. I got to tell me, dude, look at all this shit Alan eats.
Fuck you. Really?
We're in here talking. Alan's just eating the whole time.
What's up?
Like the kid's always eating. I don't know what the hell it is. That's pretty good. But it's greasy as fuck. You probably could put like 5-6 napkins on that bitch. Get all that grease off.
Where the fuck did sun go, dude?
It's back beyond those clouds right there.
Probably shouldn't have ate that though.
I know those clouds are
Why?
Because I'm gonna have heartburn
Harbor from Burgers Pizza.
and grease, dude. I don't know what gives heartburn, dude. I know my chest starts hurting. So I'm hoping that's heartburn and not something like that. But I can say
usually hurt when you get heartburn.
It
My
doesn't.
chest doesn't usually hurt.
Well, it's usually right here, like
Yeah, but it's usually like a heat, like a weird heat.
I get pains. Like I got one right now. Like,
It's not very good. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't usually think of it as like a pain.
Well, isn't anything that's not comforting nowadays painful?
No, it's offensive.
Well, that's the same thing as painful.
So what should we do? Cancel heartburn?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, first we should.
I think we should.
Well, the very first thing we should cancel is people canceling stuff.
Yeah.
We gotta stop this cancel culture.
Well, we can't cancel everything. We can't cancel anything after we cancel people canceling stuff.
Well, that's the whole point. You don't need people.
How are we going to cancel heartburn if we're canceling people canceling stuff?
Look, I should be able to go on YouTube and see a pair of titties. I should be able to go on Facebook and see somebody's head for no apparent reason. I should be able to go read Pepe Le Pew books at schools. I should be able to go do stuff without being censorized.
Censored?
Because when I was young, it wasn't like, oh shit, this is offensive. No, dude, it wasn't like that.
I mean, even when I was young,
They're like, read this goddamn book, or you don't get to graduate. Now it's like, you ain't got to read it because you're offended, but you can graduate. Hell no. Fuck, I had to read a book for it, but these motherfuckers ain't got to read a book for it. By the time they're done canceling all the books they want to cancel, there won't be none left.
I know they're trying to get rid of a lot of Dr. Seuss books.
If I would have
That's so
went in
stupid.
2020, right, hindsight, I wouldn't have had to go to Blackbird to finish. Blue alternative school to finish. They would have just let me finish with the amount of days that I had.
Josie pretty much did. I mean, you had to have, your grades had to be good because she was right at the pandemic, and I think they stopped in March. She didn't go back, and they just let it go because people were talking about, how they, these kids are going to have to come back. They're going to get graduate on time because they got to do this. And they were just like, nah, fuck it. You got good grades, we're going to let you pass.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have good grades, then you didn't pass. But Josie did, so she was fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. None of my grades were horrible. I just never went. Like, I wasn't failing anything.
Yeah. You look like you failed a lot of shit.
I went and I took all the tests. I just never went other than that.
Going by the way you look, you look like you failed a lot in your life. That's come from Alan. That's from experience, dude.
Yeah, dude. I finished school.
I finished school too.
I got my JID.
Well, that's not finishing school.
Yeah, that's not finishing school.
It is.
That's quitting and just getting
You quit and then you got your GED.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go to school still.
That's still not
of hard
finishing
knocks.
school.
Yeah, but that was just because you're stupid.
What?
It's not like you went to go get your JID and then you're like, oh, well, you gotta come take some classes because you're too stupid to pass it. like I remember I went to those classes because I went through tech building and tech building, and they're like, well, you gotta take these night classes. So I was like, all right. So I went and took the pretest. Went there, I think maybe like 3 or 4 times. It was like 2 times a week, and took the pretest. And then the teacher was like, "Why are you here?" I was like, I'm getting my GED. He's like, "No, you don't need to take the class. You can just go and take the test." So I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So they made it seem like I had to take this, and he's like, "No, you can just go down. You gotta go down and file." So I went down and filed and took the test.
Sounds like I went to go for my GED. I had to take classes for a whole year.
I actually didn't take any classes. I passed my pretest, all of them.
And then you passed your test too?
Yeah. No, you don't have to take a test if you pass all the pretests.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't have to take those tests. I got my GED.
You probably took the actual test.
Oh, I don't know.
Because pretest, that's the whole thing. You're not taking the
Usually
whole
don't get
test.
anything for a pretest.
It's not like you pass the pretest like you did so fucking good. You don't even have to take the test.
Oh, well, whatever I took, I just took tests and then I had to do GED classes.
Yeah.
Which was cool because then I got a job pretty early.
Yeah, but that's not because you went to job. So, how long were you in job for?
4 months, 5 months.
What did they do? What did they teach you how to do a job?
Well, I passed my GED right away. Within the first week, I already got qualified for do my GED. So then I just had to do classes for business assistant, and I passed the first 3 tests on that. Failed the other 2 because I couldn't type fucking 50 words a minute. Like the ones I even got into that class is because it was supposed to only last 3 months. And I got in trouble, and that's why I even went to Job Corps in the first place. And all I had to do is graduate and just get out of trouble. So I was like, I'm gonna take the slowest, I'm gonna take the least amount of classes I can. But I wish I wouldn't have did it. Well, I kind of learned a little bit in business system, and I got a couple handies under the table. But
isn't it all male teachers?
I'll tell you. But I didn't get a hand job from the female teacher. I got a hand job from some chick.
From the male teacher?
Yeah.
I didn't get a hand job. I got a hand job from the principal, the dean. He gave me a hand job. Like she gave me a hand job.
I don't remember if we had a boy or a girl as our top person. I don't remember. The second one was a girl though. I just don't remember the first one.
Well, all I know, about hearing your stories is nothing stunts your growth.
You're fucking piece of shit, dude. That's not true, dude. Because I'm already shrinking.
So what?
I'm already shrinking.
I didn't say you wouldn't regress.
Yeah, but if you
Right, but all that coffee I drank as a kid, that didn't make me shorter.
yeah, but if you
Oh,
doing
yeah.
math.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
If you're 6'4" and you're shrinking a little bit,
I was 6'4".
If you're 5'4" and you're shrinking, it's completely different. It changes
5'4"
everything.
and you're shrinking.
Yeah.
You don't have much left to shrink.
The only thing I used to have, I haven't been able to tell people in my life that was positive that I was 6'4" and a half. Now I'm 6'3" and something.
No, just 6'3".
Just 6'3". That means I lost 1.5 inches, dude. Since
That
what
was-
the fuck?
That sound
do
was
drugs.
right at 6'3", and your head touched it, so you're
That's
right at
crazy.
6'3".
You shouldn't have done drugs.
Maybe
that is probably it, dude.
maybe you got some bone disease where like your bones are shrinking, and like eventually, if you don't get it taken care of, your bones, you're just like you're gonna walk one day, your legs are gonna break, or like your bones are gone. You're like those fat people off of Wall-E, where it's like the density of your bones.
They never.
You're just getting fatter.
Their legs never broke though. They was able to walk when they got off the bar.
Yeah,
bar.
barely, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
It doesn't make any
just
sense.
'cause
How the hell were
just 'cause
they able to
can,
walk?
Just because they can take a couple
Uh-huh.
steps doesn't mean they can do.
How the hell were those people able to walk? They haven't walked in generations.
No.
Not just like their lifetime, it's been a couple of years. Like generations of people haven't walked.
Oh, that is
How
true.
the
though. That
hell
is
did
true.
they get up and walk?
I can say
It's not like they walked in their lifetime. I mean, maybe while they were children, maybe, but their parents were fat sitting in those chairs.
if you had to choose, like I can say at a younger age, I would never choose to just ride around in one of those all the time. Like, 'cause I can't sit still long enough. So if I'm gonna be in a seat sitting still, that just drive me crazy. Especially, like I said, especially when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like now, I might be thinking, oh fuck, dude, my hip's gonna fucking just.
Well, yeah,
kill
but
me.
you also
Nah, I
were
can't,
raised
but-
by generations and generations of extremely fat people on a spaceship.
I don't know. My mom wasn't skinny.
Yeah, but she wasn't can't move fat. There's no way those people actually stood up and walked. There's no
Yeah.
way they would have been done that. 'Cause they were huge, and they've never walked.
But anyways, like your leg is like really up here, like your bone. It's like right up by your knee because you shrink so much. So you're like your skeleton looks like with your skeleton you're like 5 foot.
I'm thinking
But
Alan
the rest of it's
Alan's
just-
gonna get
just your body
smaller
keeps
and
big.
smaller and smaller until he's like the same height as Josie.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Yeah, right.
but he ain't gonna lose weight, so
He's going-
it's gonna be a blob. Gonna get down, his head's gonna be gone. It's like this.
What would you do if that's what happened,
Yeah.
Alan? You were actually shrinking, and you got down to Josie's height. What is Josie, like 4'11"?
She's 5 foot.
5 foot?
5 foot exactly.
Well, if I start shrinking, I would lose weight too, though.
Why?
Well, because that's how life works. Have you actually
Really?
seen people that actually get sick and start losing their mass?
Yeah, but
it's
you're
not just their bones.
You're not sick.
Well, I would be.
Just
I would be sick if I kept shrinking. I would be sick.
No. You're just shrinking.
That's not how life works. You know that.
I'm saying just your bones are shrinking. Like just your bones.
That doesn't work like that. But no
But
way.
if it did,
Okay,
how
okay.
would you
It's
feel
just
about it?
Okay, if it
You
did, no,
have-
I'll be pissed.
you have a rare bone disease.
Oh, that's
Like
different.
very, very rare.
Okay.
Get rare bone disease, and you're getting smaller.
Well, if I had a rare bone disease, I would get on disability first. First and foremost. And then I would start getting massive amounts of drugs, all kinds of different ones. And then as soon as I hit 5'5", I would throw a party, and I would call it a going all out party. And I would go all out. You know what I'm saying? I would get roped. No, not roped. Not roped. I would get
self-delete.
self-delete. I would get self-delete. Yes.
I'd get roped.
I'd get roped.
At this
I probably
party,
would get roped too,
Right.
yeah. Well, at that point in time, though, I'd be like, fuck it.
I might get roped first, and then self-delete.
You want me to even be roped if you just said fuck it?
Yeah, that's true. It would be roped.
Yeah. Because I think if
You
you're
just
okay,
said fuck it and let it happen.
if you're okay with it, you know, like I said, that one girl that was on Facebook or TikTok, whatever those are, said that no doesn't mean stop. It means find another way.
Well, no, that is kind of true, though. That's what Pepe Le Pew did. He just kept trying to find another
I
way.
think that was the whole point of why they're saying that was offensive. Because he's pretty much chasing around trying to rope her. And she's like, no, leave me alone.
You can't say Pepe Le Pew was trying to rope her.
He's trying, but what he doesn't realize is that that's actually a cat. And it was a male cat the whole time.
Was it?
That identified as a female cat. So he was trying to, but like it wasn't going to be possible because he was into chicks, not dudes.
Doesn't he find out in one of the episodes that it is a cat?
Yeah.
And then he just still keeps trying?
Well, he's already in love with her. He can't help it.
Yeah, there's love.
That's the thing.
what changes it because like,
he was in love with her the whole time.
When you're married to someone, you can't read. Like it's in your vows, like the vow, like the.
I mean,
that's not true.
Put that
like,
that's definitely not true.
Oh, your priest says, and you guys will have sex all the time.
Okay.
But he just says it to the lady because the guy would be like, hell yeah. Like, you vow to have sex with her all the time, I'll have sex with her anytime she wants. Doesn't matter where we're at. Don't care.
Well, yeah,
anytime
anytime
we'll go to the
she
bathroom.
wants.
Yeah.
That means she can.
And that's why he mumbles it when it's the woman. And she's like, what'd you say? Because, you know, they don't hear anything right away. It's like they misconstrued everything. So you're like, oh, nothing. Just say I do. And they're like, okay, I do. That's how that works. Alan, have you ever been married?
No.
You don't know. Okay?
I know you
Take
cannot.
it from a married man.
No means no.
That lady said no means find another way.
That's different. That's if you're single.
I don't know.
And you're doing that to
So
other
if you're
chicks.
single and you're doing it, it's worse than if you're married.
Well, yeah, because you got to deal with her fucking attitude or fucking all kinds of other shit. And who knows, if you do it too much, she might just put something in the food she's cooking for you.
Yeah.
Not something to kill you, just something to give you massive diarrhea or something.
I mean, really, all that chick did from like sleeping with the enemy, she just left him. She died. She killed herself. Not really killed herself, but I guess you can't say that. Self-deleted herself.
Yeah.
But she didn't. It was a fake, a ruse. She fell off. Well, it wasn't even that she self-deleted herself. They were on a boat. They have a storm. She falls off the boat and she can't swim. But she had been learning how to swim, and he didn't know about it. So she swam back to the house and left him. I mean, there's a whole lot of other things she could have done, but that's all she did was left.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the Titanic at first.
No, she just got on the gigantic door and told Jack he can get on there.
Yeah.
I think she planned that too. She's like, oh no, I'll just act like I can't. Like,
I don't
can't
see
get there.
why they couldn't fit you. So
whoa.
even if she was laying on there, right, and there wasn't enough room for him to lay on the door too, why didn't she just let him lay on her?
Yeah.
Well,
Why didn't she just lay on
Well,
him?
they kept trying to get up there, and they can't get up there. But they were both on one side trying to get up there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, yeah, because
you mean to tell me all that
going opposite
all
sides.
that stuff that Jack did the whole time there trying to get out, that didn't come. He was like, well, you get over there, and then I'm gonna get up on this side.
Yeah.
That didn't come to mind. No, I think she was messing around. Like he tried to get up there. He's like, oh, Jack is gonna fall, and I'm gonna die. And then you just stay out there in the water and freeze. And then she later on she goes, because she turned around and she goes and she has a long life of doing all this stuff. She's like, all that stuff you said sounded really good and fun, but I don't want to do it with you. So you just swim.
Honestly, I mean, if they're in a place with icebergs, right, the outside is also cold. How would she not freeze to death from being in the water, getting out of the water, and sitting on the door? I feel like that would be colder.
Oh yeah, your body.
I feel like that would be way colder than staying in the water.
But also,
how long do you think?
Did you notice in the deleted scene that Jack is just snoring? He's just sleeping, and she's like, "I love you, Jack." And like when she's like trying to get his hand off, he's like holding on. He's like, "No, no," but they cut that out. They want me.
How long do you think it took her to get over him? Because she only knew him for what, a week?
Oh, I think she got over him as fast as she got on that lifeboat.
That's what I'm saying.
Like as soon as she got on that lifeboat, she's like, "Jack, who?"
She doesn't even know that guy.
Yeah.
They literally were only together 1 week.
Oh, what do? You drew a picture, lifted her in the air.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, she got over him really quick. That's the sad part. I would have kicked that bitch while I was the raft.
Yep. She was like, I'm done. That's what I said. Like, he was snoring, dude. You can see it. He's like snoring, and she's like, get off. And then he's like holding on to her because he doesn't want to go. Like, no, don't push me off. She's like, get out of here. I think there's even a part where you see her swing on him. She just starts dropping bombs on him.
What the fuck? I don't know. And on top of that, wouldn't there be more stuff in the water that was floating for him to go to? Like, why did he have to be right next to her?
There's a bunch of stuff all over.
He doesn't even have a life vest on. I mean, not that he would have lived because he just froze in the water, but...
Why not? But couldn't he just jump on something else? Why did he have to be right next to her?
Because he wanted to be with her when they...
But the thing is, right?
He knew he was
This is
gonna die.
definitely a fake storm, right? There's no way that was real.
No, I heard.
The water,
I heard that it was like 25% real.
if you're in that
We should
cold
stop
ass
with this
water
guy.
and then you
That's
got
not
onto
Why?
I got pee bad.
But if you were in that cold ass water and then you got onto that
I
fucking
went through there
door,
too.
it would be cold. It would be fucking freezing cold, way colder than if you were in the water because you're wet. You know when you're wet, when you go outside and it's like there's a breeze. That breeze is cold.
Yeah, but weather
It
doesn't
would
work.
be way colder.
Weather doesn't work the same when you're out at sea.
I don't think that's true.
I got one question.
I think she would have froze to death and Jack would
Did
have.
his dick go all the way inside because it was so cold?
Absolutely.
Probably. That
Absolutely.
motherfucker, that thing was so cold it almost came out of his asshole.
He turned into a girl for sure. That's why she let him die.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because he was no longer the guy that she loved.
And is there such a thing
He
to where
was a
your
girl.
penis will recede because it's so cold that it never comes back out?
That
Yeah.
would suck. I will hope I never find out.
He started telling her that he identifies as a female. I think I identify as a female now.
That's why he fucking kicked her off. That's why she kicked him off.